it to you as like a joke because you kept sending soldier bombing med or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, no, that's a psychic hazard. I shouldn't have sent that to you. It's too
You
delicate.
know what, Brian? I just started the
What?
recording and I haven't zoomed in on that.
No!
image. I'm gonna
Okay,
leave
everyone-
it there for a bit.
Everyone listening, this is Power Word Kill in real life. Don't look at it.
It's
Zach,
Power
what
Word
is
Stun.
this?
What are you talking about?
Zach, what is this image you sent me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is it when to poopy? Because that's what he sent me.
No, it is something from the Monster Manual.
Oh.
It's like a D&D thing.
No, he sent me David Hasselhoff, really deep fried, but it's like the contraption they
What
used
the
to
fuck
shoot
is this, Zach?
SpongeBob.
Answer me.
I don't know.
Oh, that's the wrong person. Whoops.
What a shit!
I said that to the wrong person.
Who's the right person?
I'm gonna just send that to Zach. Whoops. I think I
I'm
just
doing
did
a
a.
reverse image search.
I
I want
just
to know
did-
what this thing is.
On this episode of All's Fair in Love and War,
I think I just did
Friendships are
visual
tested.
flashbang to Matt. It is flashbang Matt. Can we play?
Oh yeah, let's play D&D.
wait, we do that?
Yeah.
Yo!
Yeah.
Zach, is this some sort of horrible taunt?
Huh?
Is this like a threat?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
The Barbed Devil!
Yeah. What
Oh.
about the Barbed Devil?
Those guys are really good. I was
Why
gonna
did
use-
you send me an image
I-
of it?
I was gonna use one
I
of
prefer the
those for my
chain devil,
campaign.
but
Nah.
well, chain
Am I
devil's
allowed to
just funny.
shitpost during D&D?
So I did during your campaign, so sure.
Stop it!
Ow!
Stop sending me Maximus!
Okay.
Can we play?
Woo. I'll cue music in a second. So, you're all looking at this. No, that's the wrong cave. This. You're all looking at that. Don't look at that cave. But Maximus moment. So, by this time, Old Gray has packed all of his things onto his like wagon, and and he started to go past all of you and turn down the road, and he goes, "Well, are you coming or not?"
Ambrose will like keep step with him.
Okay.
And he asks, so what do you trade generally? You to them and them to you.
Oh, well, sometimes it's exotic foods or spices, but mostly it's a weekly payment of gold.
Who gives gold to who?
Well, I get quite a lot of gold from my museum, and that buys the village a lot of food and supplies it normally wouldn't have. But it also buys us safety from the drow. We pay them once a week, and well, they leave us alone.
Really?
So, what you're saying is they got you by the nuts. They're making you pay them for protection.
In a roundabout way, I guess, yes. But that's the way life has always been down here, so...
Well,
You know.
when's the next time they're coming in?
Should be about 2 days.
We don't really have
So we got
that
2
much time
days.
to ambush.
Well, don't ambush them. We need to pay them.
Why not just, let's say, stab them and kill them?
Kill the party of 10 that come here once a week, and a party of 50 will show up next week.
Yes.
Hmm.
And by next week, we'll be long gone.
There you go. That's a plan.
Hmm. Well,
Just kidding, old Gray. We wouldn't do that to you on account of you couldn't kill 50 people. You're so old.
I am old and gray.
That was a very nice bug.
What? I mean, when I get old like that, I want people to be honest with me. I'll
Let's.
sit down.
All we really needed, was transport.
Yes.
We just need to know our way to the Illithid, castle.
I can
We don't
point
need to
you-
come with you and stir up trouble.
Well, I was going to provide a meal for you in the village, and from there we can talk about which way you need to go.
Is everybody else alright with that? Grabbing a meal before we go?
It will be the last meal you'll have for a while, or possibly ever, so let's keep that in mind.
That sounds pretty appetizing. Well, let's go then.
The village gets larger and larger as you go down and down in elevation, and soon you start going back up again, quite a steep hill. Around you are small, shallow puddles of water in between stalagmites, and for every kind of puddle of water you see, there's a slow like drip from a stalactite up top, and it kind of mixed with the almost like soundless environment, other than the kind of like squeaking of the cart and the and the horse walking on the hard stone ground. The only sound you really hear is it's almost like it's a very light rain, but instead of rain, it's water dripping from the uh, top of the cave.
Does
Mm-hmm.
does Belisar see any people around?
Way up ahead, you see what look to be some heavily armored gnomes by the front gate of the village. But other than that, you can probably see for what looks to be a couple of miles in every direction, other than the direction you came from, which is you see is a massive, just like probably, if you had to guess, like a 10-mile wide like pillar of just stone that towers above your head. And as you look backwards, you can see the winding path and the kind of cut into the side of the cave where the lift was that brought you down.
So, I'm guessing these tunnels aren't natural. Did
They
something
are.
make them?
Well, some of them are, yes.
How are they formed?
Well, from my knowledge, well, I think certain kinds of stone wear away uh, more than others when in contact with water. But
I thought it was like
Oh, I
big
know.
worms. Like big worms like different stones more, so they eat them.
mm,
You go worm comes through and goes nom 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 and makes big caves.
well, that used to be true, but not in the last couple of decades.
What?
Yes.
Aw.
What happened? So there were worms.
Well, there was one worm.
Whale worm?
No, the legendary purple worm was, well, quite the monster down here. For, well, no one knows how old it was, but it's long dead now.
That's sad.
Hmm.
I'd heard songs of that worm.
Can you what's the name of Haven in your tongue again?
Well, in your tongue it just means haven, but in my tongue it's pronounced sorry, Ziz Tobacco.
Ziz Tobacco.
Yeah,
Ziz Tobacco. I remember that.
Ziz Tobacco. So it seems we are here, and he kind of drops the like lead to his horse pulling the wagon, and kind of goes up to the gnomish guards, and you hear him speak in a different language, and you see them both nod and start to pull open these kind of like large stone doors, and you all start to make your way inside.
And I look at kind of these armored gnomes.
Mm-hmm.
Or are these dwarves?
They almost look like dwarves, but you see the kind of general shape of their body is much more thin. Um, and um, you're pretty sure they're gnomes.
And I just like size one up, look one up and down, see, could I fight one if I had to?
You see that they're in full plate armor. You see a very long, kind of like large bow, holstered on the back of each one, and you see a very long, um, like sheathed, like sword on the hip of each one as well. You also see various, kind of uh, like bottles as well on their belt.
I'm looking more at their physical condition.
Mm.
Like, are they fit? Are they fat?
You see in the gaps of armor, even though there aren't much, but you see that they are quite built, it seems.
The drow let you have a heavily armed guard.
Oh, those aren't for the drow. Those are for the wildlife.
Then why? That
Well, what kind of wildlife are you talking about?
Hmm. There's all manner of large creatures who tend to wander too close.
used to
And
the
mm-hmm.
what use do the drow have for gold?
Well, they do a lot of secret trade with the surface, and well, the language of your people upstairs is, well, gold.
Belisar like leans over to Hugh. That doesn't seem right.
Nothing down here seems right. Just go with it.
What are we whispering about?
Nothing, Vug. It's fine.
What, since we are likely going to be away from civilization, are there any, plants that we can eat in a pinch?
You won't find much edible plant life, but, well, all of the lichen and moss you see that glow are quite poisonous. But there are some, well, we call them in your tongue, fungal oasis. Uh, there are small kind of groves and areas that are populated by what your people call the mushroom men, and they grow and harvest mushrooms that are edible and actually taste quite good.
Would we be
Do
like
they
attacked
like?
by plant life here?
What'd you say?
Would we be like attacked by plant life here? Given
Hmm.
like nature of
Let's
different
just
area?
say if you see a plant that is not a form of fungi, then stay away from it.
Fair assumption. All right.
Um, do these fungi men that harvest, do they ever sell their crop? Do they like gold?
Hmm. They are how you say, druidic people. They worship and admire nature a lot, and they'll give anyone who will take their food and medicine. They like to give, and they do not want anything in return, for they have everything they need.
But what if we want to give them something in return?
I mean, I can respect that.
Well, they would probably turn it down. They don't have much use for material things that you or me might have, such as gold or, well, item exchange.
Do they like music?
Having gold would make them a target of the drow, correct?
Yes, but every civilized group in the Underdark knows that there's no reason to really mess with the mushroom men. They're kind-hearted and
And do they like music? Very
hmm,
important.
yes, they play some songs themselves on instruments they make out of hard woods and fungi.
Ooh.
What are they called down here? In case we overhear it.
The let's see. Well, honestly, in this village we just call them mostly mushroom men, but their their actual name I'm looking up in Google because I can't remember.
So,
Out of character, are you thinking Mike and Ed's?
Mike and
Yes,
Ed's.
thank you. I could not remember that for the life of me. Yeah.
That's my fate. All right.
I
Yeah.
love
Right.
those guys. They literally get high
Yeah.
off of their own fumes. It's amazing. I
Yeah,
love
they're
them.
awesome. Yes. He tells you that they are called myconids. I'm sorry.
Mike and Ed's. Huh.
Yeah,
All right.
myconids.
after we retrieve Otto and get the illithid, I let's also put that on our list before we go back up. They sound quite interesting.
Well, that's what I'm here to talk to you about. And it's at about this time, you're fully walking into the village, and you see a lot of other deep gnomes, mostly females walking around, holding crates and boxes and uh, pushing like carts of what look to be food. You see that there's quite a large table kind of set up in the middle of the village, and there's a lot of deep gnomes already kind of sitting down, and he kind of ties up his horse, and you see a bunch of deep gnomes kind of run out of one of the stone houses uh, and start like unpacking. And he kind of waves you over to the large table, and you see a bunch of female deep gnomes start to come out with platters of food as you all begin to sit down. And he sits at the very head of the table. Everyone around you is kind of speaking this deep kind of guttural like language, um, with like hard like consonants and kind of long vowels. Um, and soon, um, he takes like one of the glasses by his side and kind of hits it with a fork, and 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 he goes, okay, we'll be speaking, or I will be speaking common, because we are in the area of guests, so please, if you will, keep what they call deep speak to a low. So, let the feast begin, and soon you see what looks like steak and like chicken wings start to be dispersed to everyone, and you see a bunch of deep gnomes start to pour what looks to be like red wine in everyone's cup.
Uh, can Battlestar roll perception to confirm that is in fact steak and not people?
And not Dragonborn. Medieval air fryer. It's not air fryer, whatever.
Soon, you see at a side table, there are several male deep gnomes who start to pull out instruments and play as well. Ooh, epic Zelda music. But soon, oh right, Balazar. You kind of like lean down and like kind of like give it a like sniff, and it smells like what you think chicken and beef would smell like. Old Grey kind of looks at you and laughs. He goes, "Oh, don't worry, it's imported from the surface. It's chicken and cow."
I had someone feed me Dragonborn earlier this trip.
Yeah, it
Br-
wasn't.
Taking care to be cautious. I don't want to do that.
It was pretty good.
Bresson,
Yeah, of
I
course.
assume.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they're quite famous for their Dragonborn burgers.
They're also famous for, gun up Dragonborn.
Yes, indeed.
Burn that city.
So, tell me, Old Grey, have you ever traded with anybody in Portondo? What is the news from home, if you have it?
I do not think I or anyone in this village has ever traded with them, but I know that the Drow, that's one of their biggest trading places.
Have you heard any word of mouth from there?
No, they whenever the Drow come by, they do not speak of things revolving around them. The visit is brief. Oh. You
Don't
see
you have a
Bug-
whole messy section
Bug,
of his
Bug,
bag?
no.
You see Bug start to tear into the steak, and he knocks over his wine glass. And it goes everywhere.
Ah!
I was trying to find a gif
At least
of
you
that
have,
part where Jonathan spills wine. Sorry.
At least you have mine, Bug.
Are you sure?
Well, I can't eat or drink.
Well, yeah, but what if you want it?
I don't.
Well, all right.
And without casting prestidigitation on the mess,
Zap!
he grabs the other stuff as if nothing had happened.
All right.
That was just me saying that I just spilled a massive
know,
glass of
yeah.
water on my desk. Thank you
Yeah.
for it.
What
Water.
is this gif?
That's Giorno making spaghetti in The Sims.
That's Kira. No.
Oh, no, that's Giorno. Isn't
I'm sorry. No, that was Kira. Later.
it? Are you sure? That was a shitty Kira.
It was from The Sims. That's why.
Old Greg kind of like looks up as he's eating and goes, "So, I have put two and two together, and think the recent murder of the Drow's Spider Queen has definitely something to do with your advisor, if I had to guess. Which, unfortunately for all of you, means the person you are after is currently in the, well, the Drow capital of Plaguelad, I'm afraid.
Well?
How big is
large
that?
well?
I'm
how deep?
going to assume that's the big city fort we saw on the way down.
Well, it's comparable to, let's see, what towns do you have nearby? Not
Olunder?
exactly nearby, but it's comparable to Elsmira. A couple of miles wide.
Really?
Yes, and the royal chambers are at the top of the capital tower.
Well, good thing we brought our spider climbing boots.
That should be very useful in well, a lot of the Underdark.
Are there any obstacles on the ceiling besides the stalactites?
Well, the
I think you mean stalagmites. Thank you very much.
I thought the stalagmites are on the bottom.
Nope.
How do you know?
He might
I'm a
be right.
rockologist. I'm a
It's not
cave guy. I'm a little
rockologist.
cave guy.
I believe a stalactite is on the ceiling.
Can we talk about the
Actually, why
Slater,
don't we
please?
ask you, Old Grey? Which is which?
I'm not sure in your tongue. But there are some dangers on the ceiling. Like I said, the poisonous lichen.
Is
Also,
there like a big guy with a sword up there?
no, but most ropers do nest on the ceiling of the Underdark.
Oh no.
What is that?
Oh no.
It is
Can
a
Ambrose do an insight check?
yeah.
Not-
Go ahead.
Not again.
I got secondhand PTSD from that.
What does Ambrose think a roper is?
It's probably like an old man with rope.
Oh.
They're like a
The
group
guy
of
in the
like
clothing
bandits.
store.
Yeah.
Well, a
there's-
roper
there's-
doesn't seem too bad.
Yeah, it's just a gift of Mr. Roper for you.
You you see Old Grave start to wave his hand, and you see like a full like color image start to appear, and you all see this floating above the table, like just like a 2D like picture of that.
What is?
Stuart's just like nodding at it while cringing and shaking his head.
They're like these rock monsters who blend in quite well. They have tentacles that drag you in. They're quite famous for their stomach acid. It's been known to even dissolve the strongest of metals in, well, mere seconds.
Even skin?
Especially skin.
Ah.
Looks like something Bug would attempt to use to cross a big pit.
No, I've ran into these guys before.
You
You
have?
Yeah, I'm a kobold. Do you think I haven't been to a cave before?
Good point.
Yeah,
Or it's quite a few.
I was pretty little. It wasn't fun. I almost got eaten.
Yeah,
Luckily,
that's probably the main danger if you were to travel on just the ceiling. I would not recommend it. It's much safer on the ground, surprisingly.
I as long as we're careful, it seems like nothing else would be on the ceiling.
I bet
get
there's
the
a
feeling
big
there'd
guy
be
up there with a
large amount
sword.
of those.
There are known to be giant spiders that also nest on the ceiling.
Oh, like the big guys with 8 legs?
Yes.
Oh, that's fine.
It's How big are they?
They range from the average dog to your average wagon.
That's what I figured.
Can I ride it like a wagon?
You can certainly try.
I don't really want to.
So, you are trying to get to the capital city, which is known as the City of Spiders in your tongue, but in our tongue, and what you would hear from the drow, it is called Minzo Berzan. So, keep that in mind.
And this place is called Habu Salinger?
It's not that.
Oh, no, it started with a Z.
Zitsubaki, I think, right?
Oh, you mean
Zoop Noop.
Do you mean my village?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Ziztopaki.
Zoop
not-
Zabaki.
Dobaki.
Teriyaki.
Ziztolpaki.
Zibtodaki.
Ziztolpaki.
Zibpolpaki.
Sir,
Ambrose,
sir,
Ambrose, did you
ignore
just
him.
say teriyaki?
He's not too
That's
bright.
that's a sauce where I come from.
I've had that.
I'm sorry. I've got food on my mind, and Amber's gonna start digging in.
I wish I could have some teriyaki.
Balasar reaches
It's okay,
over and kind of pats you on the shoulder.
That's what Bug was doing. Bug and Balazar, the
patting
teriyaki
monster.
enjoyers, are patting you, the teriyaki haventer.
So the name of the capital I just put in D&D commands. It's Minzo Berzan.
Out of
Me
character,
Menzo Burr.
Also known as the City of Spiders. What? Balazar?
out of character, Menzo Baranzan sounds like a sleep aid.
It does, yeah. But if you look in the actual D&D lore, that is like the actual City of Spiders. It's a very dumb name, but I didn't want to change it. So, the main way we get around on foot around here is, well, as you can imagine, it's quite easy to get lost, and we have planted some lichen around, and so has the drow. If you ever see any purple lichen, know that to stay away from that path, as it is a main drow highway. You won't be able to travel on there for very long without running into them.
What was the first lichen?
Purple is the one you should stay away from, but you should follow the pink trail of lichen.
And what does that mean?
It is a back way to their capital that we use for trade from time to time.
Is purple faster?
Purple is definitely faster. It would only take you about a couple of hours to get there from here. It's not very far away. It's directly under Mortem Dur. Or about, but the pink trail you shouldn't run into many drow until you get closer to the capital, but it is less traveled and therefore might be more dangerous for local wildlife, but I'm sure you can handle that, and honestly, it's much safer than running into drow every hour or two.
Are the wildlife more dangerous than the drow?
Up here in the upper dark, the drow are definitely your biggest concern. Large monsters, while They are up here. They are quite rare.
Are there any of those things that are like the brains on 4 legs? Are those here?
You won't.
What?
You won't find those just by themselves. They're always accompanied by their illithid masters.
Alright.
So if we find one, we know we're on the right track.
If you find one, you should run. They can suck the intelligence right out of your brain.
Ambrose doesn't have to worry about that. They'll probably starve to death.
Hugh,
Har har.
Hugh for the first time in a while snickers a little.
You know, I've tried to be nice to all of you.
Now,
I-
can we
Jolly
please save
good
the internal
dog,
affairs for later?
Ambrose.
Can we please save the internal affairs for later? We're in the presence of,
I'm just starting to wonder if my
Fair enough,
efforts
then.
are in vain.
I already had to sit through an hour of this.
that's what I was going for. I'm sorry, Old Gray. There's just, like, looks at, Old Gray, that's really genuinely, it's just like, I'm so sorry. You have to deal with this.
Well, I'll show you. I'll show you all.
It seems that like Old Gray has like finished his like plate, and he starts to go over and help unpack the large carriage that he brought down from the surface. And as he walks away, he says, "If you need room and board in between your travels, we do have rooms here available, but you should probably get going."
Well, I don't think we need rest. We haven't done much yet.
Oh, and we also do have a couple of just local shops if you need just some common things before you leave.
Supplies, on the other hand, doesn't sound like a terrible idea.
And he kind
What
of
if I need
points.
uncommon things?
He points kind of like deeper into the like village, and you see some signs in a very strange-looking language, but you gather that they're probably some sort of shops, a series of shops. And you see him grab kind of a big sack from the back of his wagon and starts to go inside kind of this large stone building.
You got anywhere that sells like costumes, like cloaks and skulls and spooky stuff.
By this time, he's already gone.
Bug lays down, just on the ground.
On the ground.
Bug's on
Okay.
the ground, laying down.
Oh,
And
Go look.
oh.
Honestly, I don't know how much time we really have. I mean, we've already done our supply getting back in more dirt.
Yeah, I just kind of want to get going. Go
Did
stab
anyone
someone.
remember to grab potions? Various things to keep us from losing our insides?
I have several potions.
Like, what?
Remember those really old health potions we found a while ago?
Oh, yeah.
In the crypt, I have one left, as well as a potion that makes ye sneaky.
Okay, well, I'm going to go look for some more health potions.
I'm gonna get ready to
like
stab
that.
someone.
Well, I might fashion while I'm out a little bit.
So, are we buying stuff here or are we just going?
I think me and Mouse are gonna go get stuff. I don't know if you want to come or not, or if anyone else wants with that.
I'm just ready to go.
We'll be
I
fast, don't worry.
I want to stay here as little as possible, except to meet the mushroom men.
Look, it'll be a quick run. 10 minutes in and out.
Go. Chop chop.
Bowser
Even though-
stands up and walks off.
Tourist restaurant company.
Even in the Underdark, you aren't safe from shopping.
Get F, Zach, LeMayo.
Ambrose puts on his night vision goggles.
You all start to hear a loud but now sort of distant as you walk away. I'm over here, please look at me. I'm over here. It's just like echoing throughout the town.
We have to take those things away from him.
Yeah, that'd be.
Man, I can see everything! And Ambrose is gonna look around for any ropers or wildlife around in like a mile radius.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh my god.
It's the glasses.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that should have been with advantage, but it's fine.
Does it matter?
Yeah. But just for the future, whenever you have those on. Looking around, you take a couple of minutes while everyone else goes shopping, and as you look up on the ceiling, you see mostly just like normal rock formations and some like spread kind of like blue moss kind of radiating this almost like natural blue light down onto the village. You find kind of like a place to climb up on the like outer walls, and you're kind of scouting around the landscape, and you do see a distant like patch of like pink like lichen growing on rocks, and you see it kind of curve around past what you now see to be quite a like large, probably like half a mile wide like lake way off in the like distance, and you see that the path goes past that, and you see it start to kind of go down, and there's probably like a patch of pink lichen like every like 200 to 400 feet. It's not like an actual like road of lichen, but it's just like patches that kind of keep you going in the right direction.
Hey,
As you're looking up,
look at me! I'm over here.
yeah, yeah, and as you're looking, it almost looks like some sort of tentacle kind of retracts back into the water over at the lake, but you're not sure.
Oh, I'm glad I have these glasses, but I wish they had some magnification. Hey guys, I think the lake is alive.
Yeah.
Let's not go into the lake. Unless we want to, for some reason. I don't feel like going for a Underdark swim.
Balazar and Drogos, you kind of come up on these, like, what look to be shops, and you see that behind the, like, stained windows of the first shop, you see, a bunch of, like, generic-looking, like, daggers and short swords and arrows. You also see a rack of potions towards the back, as you're just kind of, like, looking in from the, like, window.
Ah, potions! Balsar is going to walk into the shops.
Alright. You see a like, younger-looking, male deep gnome behind the counter. Seems to be counting out his coins.
They're like a bell Balsar has to ring.
No. But he, like, sees you, like, walk up and waves.
How much for all? You got any health potions?
All, health, potion. And he kind of points over to the wall.
Balsar turns and does he see health potions? Like, are they very clearly marked health potion?
You see that all the labels under all of them are in a different language, but you do see some pretty big bottles of what look to be like red, kind of thick-looking liquids.
Drogos, you wouldn't have to be able to read the local dialect, would you?
One moment. Jarvis here and cast comprehend languages.
Right. All of the sudden, these strange runes kind of like shift form into a more familiar draconic language, and you see that these large like red vials are. You see under them it roughly translates to large potion of vitality.
Directly translates to large potion of vitality, D-man.
Balasar is going to grab all of them.
How many are there?
There's probably about 12 of the like really big ones, and then there's like some smaller like vials off to the side as well.
Okay, hang on. If there's 5 of us, Balasar is going to grab 8 of the big ones.
Okay. There's probably like 4 left, but you kind of go over and like plop them on the counter, and you hear him say, and he kind of leans forward, and you can see him counting. He goes, 120 gold.
Does platinum work?
Gold. But also the blue
Electrum?
Platinum.
Balasar holds up a platinum piece and like points to it.
He very excitingly kind of nods his head. Yeah.
Okay, if it's 100.
12 platinum.
Okay, yeah, Balasar will take out 12 platinum and drop them on the counter.
All right. And you now have how many did you say? I'm sorry.
8.
You said 8. Yeah. I can't remember if it was 6 or 8. Those heal. Let me see. Let me check something.
You ask him how much they heal, he takes out his phone.
No.
Takes out his BlackBerry, sorry.
They heal 3d8 for each of them when you consume them.
Okay.
Oh, I only got 11 health, sorry.
Finally, does Balasar see any like cloaks?
Taking your time to look around, you do see one, but it's in a like glass case, but it's a very long, kind of almost like a glistening like black kind of cloak. And Drogos, you do see that under it it says a cloak of the shadow.
Jarvis' eyes gonna raise at that, and he's gonna ask the shopkeeper what it does.
He kind of like squints his eyes like at you and goes, sneak.
Makes you sneakier?
Yes.
I'll take it.
It's
How much is it?
and he kind of like looks under the like desk. 200 gold.
Jarvis is gonna hand him 20 platinum.
All right. Thank you. And he kind of like goes over and like unlocks it, and then kind of motions like towards it.
Jarvis takes it and puts it on.
Did he just yoink Balasar's
Yep.
cloak? Oh my!
Yep.
Balasar was not looking for a magic stealth cloak. He was looking for something to just like cover up the hole in his helmet.
Looking around, you do see some, like, hoods. Like, just hoods, though.
Balasar will grab one of those and put it on the counter.
Okay. He just, like, holds up, like, his, like, hand, indicating 5.
Balasar will take out 5 gold and give it to him.
Alright. He kind of just, like, nods his head.
Guys, guess how
You
many...
can tell Zach wants to be done with this.
Guess how many gold pieces I have now, guys?
69.
69.
Nice. Zach, I'm so sorry. I have to do another shopping.
That's okay. I love shopping.
No, you don't.
Suddenly, Drow pop into the store. The
Suddenly,
shopping's
Humongous
over.
I
Suddenly,
also hate
Humongous-
shopping.
Now satisfied, Balasar is going to turn and walk out of the store.
Service Buster's going to.
And walk back to the main group.
Bug's still lying on the ground.
Hugh's just been watching over Bug, just kind of looking down at him, just
Alright.
not saying anything.
Yeah?
Zach, I already put it in my inventory. I just don't know what it does, so.
Yeah. If you click on my icon in the top right, it'll take you to where I'm like looking, you know?
Yeah. Ooh.
There you
Oh
go.
my god. Alright. Viewers, I have a +8 in stealth now.
Yeah. So, with that, you see Balazar and Drogo start to walk back towards all of you. Seems that Drogos is in this kind of long, almost like glistening black, like cloak.
You mean glistening?
Yes, thank you.
Bedros has just a massive smile on his face.
Hey, got you guys something.
Yeah?
Okay, Bug, you can get up off the ground now.
No, I'm good here.
Yeah, well,
We're about to go.
We're about to leave. Come on.
Oh, alright.
First things first, however, Balasar is going to start doling out 2 potions per person, except for Hugh, and he kind of looks at Hugh and he goes, I would have gotten you something, but I don't know what you would have wanted.
Literally nothing.
Here, I might be able to help out with your whole lack of healing situation. I imagine the Celestial might be able to help with that. They will heal Bug earlier, so.
Alright.
Well, yeah, but I can be healed normally.
Yes, whatever. So just trying to help out, bud.
Well, we're ready.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Balasar puts the hood on and gives the thumbs up.
You see Ambrose kind of walk down a set of stairs off to the side, and you hear very loudly now, "Look at me! I'm over here!"
Someone please
Well,
take
there's
the things
Ambrose.
away from him.
As long as he doesn't keep them all the time, we should be fine.
He's going to.
Just tell him.
I was looking around, and these help me see very well.
Yeah,
no,
I think I can see things before they hear it. I was able to see in that lake over there some sort of moving thing. I think the lake is alive. And we should probably avoid the lake.
Ambrose. For the time being, let's take off the goggles, please.
If we need them, we'll let you know.
Okay.
Until then, we don't want to get into a fight we don't really want to be in.
So, as you all make your way towards the gate, the gnomes in the plate armor on the inside kind of like knock on the door 3 times very loudly, and they soon start to open, and you see the 2 on the outside kind of pulling these giant stone gates kind of like open. And as you like pass them, they kind of like line up, and at the very same time they like tap like the right side of them, like where their like pocket would be, at the same time, and nod their head. And directly at the bottom of the hill, kind of veering off the road, you see faint traces of this kind of pink, like bright bioluminescent like lichen growing on some rocks. And you know that that is the way that you need to go.
Just remember not to touch anything, dangerous. It's just trying to stay on the path.
Which means don't touch anything at all, as everything in this godforsaken place wants to kill us.
Some things don't, though.
We have no proof of that. Assume everything here is murder happy.
Lichenids? Whatever.
So for everyone, you can all see probably like pretty well about like 60 feet around you, but past that it starts to get pretty dark. The only source of light is like distant like glowing humps of moss on walls and rocks. Ambrose, you can probably see about 20 feet out before it starts to get hard to see things. But if you put your goggles on it, you can pretty much see everything. It looks like everything is just baked in like sunlight. So, you all begin to walk down. You do see that there's some sort of like indication of like a footpath. It's kind of the larger rocks are kind of pushed to the side, and it's just enough to where you can kind of make it out. But the like pink lichen does help kind of keep you like on track. And soon you all come around this kind of large boulder, and you see looking down a very large lake about 100 feet away. But you see this path kind of veers off to the right and stays well away from the shore of this lake.
Remember, is that the lake that you're talking about that was alive?
Yes.
Alright. Thankfully, path goes away from that.
As you start to kind of walk past the lake, you see that it goes on for quite a while. It kind of goes down a bend, and you're not sure how far it goes that way, but it's quite a large lake. All the kind of rocks around you are kind of dripping this kind of almost crystal clear looking water. And every now and then a raindrop hits one of you, dripping all the way from the ceiling hundreds of feet up. It's very strange. It's all of your footsteps and slight noises that you make kind of like echo. And Drogos, you notice that as you walk, there's almost this slight, almost deepening of your shadow. It looks darker than everyone else's shadow. You see that when you enter the shadows, that the edges of your cloak almost seem to magically extend in this wispy kind of black shadow.
That's sick.
And you all walk. During this time, if someone wants to keep a lookout, maybe someone up front, but for everyone else, you have time to talk amongst yourselves, or maybe work, or very slowly take glances at a book, or practice an instrument. Old Grey did say that it would be about a day's walk from his village to the capital of the drow that you are seeking. If you take the pink path, which he recommended. So far, you have not seen any purple moss or lichen anywhere. Who would be in the front, do you think?
Alistar likely would have taken point.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me. Alright. That's just kind of like added on, sort of on top of your like passive perception. You're definitely keeping an eye out as you move.
Passive would be... Oh god. 15.
3.
Yeah, so this is kind of like on top of your passive, so you're pretty, you're looking out for pretty much anything that you can see. So, it's kind of like a long, like kind of like section you guys are on, so I'm just gonna, like, keep going, but if you guys want to stop for the night, just tell me. It is 9. Does anyone have work tomorrow?
Well, me and Matt do, but I don't think anything will be happening.
Okay.
I figured maybe stop in like half an hour at most. My voice is getting tired,
Okay.
but
Um,
like I don't want to be the
Yeah.
the downer here. I don't
Oh
want
my
to stop
god.
it.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
You know,
I think I don't know. It's really hard to judge time, but yeah, I think this should be fine. We'll keep going, and all right. I just wanted to make sure no one was like really needed to go do something or anything. So
You go get some Bogos Binted.
Bogo's been to.
did
Almost
Chester
complete.
say that? I'm sorry.
Chester cannot say Bogo's Vented. It's very sad. Anyways, moving on.
That's a great character name. Don't write that down.
Bogo's Vented. As you all continue on this path, the lake far gone, behind, you see that gradually the walls of this massive cavern start to close in, and the ceiling starts to kind of get lower as you progress. You see multiple different like offshoot tunnels, but none of them are marked with the pink like lichen. And you continue along, and soon you get to a pretty interesting place. It's at about this point that the like walls are probably like probably like 100 feet from each other, and the ceiling is probably about 300 feet. It gets pretty narrow, but then it gets wider, then narrow. It's kind of like almost like a winding maze of almost just random random paths in the cave, but you keep along with the lichen. And soon enough, you get to an interesting room. Oh, I'm dumb. Hold on. I have a thing on Roll20,
Combat?
but I forgot to actually add everyone on there, so I need to copy and paste. Hold on.
Copy.
Copy and
All right.
Wait, Roll20? Channel's not in combat?
Roll20 isn't just for combat.
Yes.
Hold on. There we go. So as you come around a bend, pretty much all this time that you've been in these more like narrow caverns, you've been going like down at a pretty consistent kind of grade. And soon you start to see this kind of bright glowing coming from around the corner. And as you bend around, you start to see what looks to be a large kind of chasm of lava. Can you all look at roll 20?
Yeah,
This is what you see.
Yo, hammer.
Hammer.
Yo.
Ambrose
Mhm.
will go over to the lava.
Okay.
Can we, so we can see everything like all the way over? It's a flat plane. It doesn't like go up, so we can't see the very end there. We can.
It's like gently like going down. Yeah.
Oh,
Hugh, are those spikes over there?
Well, that's
Like
what
a-
it looks like, but it looks like the post that's holding them up is facing us.
No, I mean like, there's like pits down there. You see how it goes down to the ground?
I mean, kinda, it's hard to see from here.
It looks like there's something sticking up down there.
Balasar is going to try and get a closer look to these spikes.
I don't like this.
Just stay close to me, we'll be fine.
I suppose.
Yo, I found a hammer.
Oh, sorry. You can go back here, Matt. But Matt, as you go past what looks
Who's
to be
Matt?
like a like broken sword. Oh, thank you, Brian.
I didn't even see that on the map. Yeah, I'm gonna investigate that.
I did. I circled
Okay.
it.
Balzar, you see that it is a pretty large kind of like two-handed greatsword that seems to be kind of almost broken in different places and kind of like in pieces.
Is
And as
there
you
any?
Oh, sorry, but as you look around the corner, you see what looks to be a skeleton.
Balasar will approach the skeleton.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me. Or investigation, rather.
Oh boy.
Why is Bug prone?
He's not. I've been looking up rules.
Oh. Kind of looking at it, you see that this is a pretty old looking skeleton. You see there aren't any clothes or belongings on it at all.
Can I tell what killed it? Like, is there any?
Go ahead and
visible
make a medicine check for me. Oh,
mark?
wow.
20.
You see that the kind of color of the bone is kind of weird. It's a lot brighter than normal, just like left out, just like skeletons. And you see that it's probably some sort of humanoid. And that all of its teeth seem to be gone.
Ambrose? Oh.
Indication of like something attacking it, or does it look like it just kind of curled up here and died?
It doesn't look like there are any like cuts or slashes into the bone, but you see it was almost looked like it was jumbled around, and then just kind of like it almost looks like it fell here randomly.
Elisar is going to back up and look towards the ceiling. No one touch anything.
You also saw up here As you look up in the ceiling, it looks like pretty much any other normal ceiling that you've seen.
Ambrose is gonna
Down
put
here.
on his night vision glasses and then look up.
Okay.
Hey, up over here.
yeah. Looking around, it's kind of hard to see, the minor details of the ceiling, as you kind of light from the pit of lava is quite kind of blinding in those goggles. They kind of deep fry the whole room.
Mm.
Joe goes, "Can you make a perception check for me?"
Oh,
Looking around, you see that it seems like all of these large kind of things pointing out of the ground seem to be made of bone.
oh. Alright, those spikes are bone, by the way. I was just gonna call that out to everyone.
Walking back, Belisar is going to take a closer look at this broken sword. Is there anything special about it? Can he tell,
Go ahead and make
Where?
a investigation check for me.
God damn it.
You see that it's definitely broken, but it's strange. The edge on it kind of catches your eye. You see that it's not sharp, which doesn't seem very out of the ordinary, but it's not worn down or chipped. It's almost as if someone took really heavy duty sandpaper to the edge. It's smooth.
So there's no, blade to it, really. It's just a chunk of metal.
Basically, but you can tell that at one point it was an actual quite mighty sword.
Belisar is going to run his finger along where the blade should be to see if he can tell what kind of did the damage to it. How it got into this state.
Make a perception check for me.
Well, Balzar is doing that. So I was gonna inspect the bone spikes and see if they're made by someone or just natural.
15.
Okay. 15. You see that as you run your fingers along the edge of it, that it's almost like the metal almost bubbled out and sort of became smooth all of a sudden.
Hell?
What seems to be the matter, Balzar? What is this sword?
It's broken, but it has no blade, but it's not I don't mean that as in it's been worn down by age. It's like the metal warped in some way to simply become a block. There's no point, no tip.
Did the same thing happen to that skeleton over there?
No, that's also odd. There's no teeth in it. It doesn't look like it died there. It was just more so. It was just thrown around.
Did Drogos tell everyone that these were made out of bone yet?
Drogos did yell that, yeah.
Belisar
What would
is-
have bones this big?
Belisar is also going to start examining the hammer.
Right, a real big guy.
Yeah.
Make a investigation check on the hammer.
What was up with the funny bone statue spike things?
They look to be almost what looked to be the edge of, like, a rib cage sticking up out of the ground.
Alright.
Balazar. It looks like a pretty standard, great hammer. But you see that, like, it's kind of propped up on the stacks of gold. Kind of like very, like, it's almost like a professional kind of, like, laid out kind of display of the weapon. And you see it's surrounded by a ring of gold pieces and pretty large gems.
Curtis notices the like red gem like by his foot and just picks it up.
Before he does that, Balasar is going to reach out and grab his hand and like stop him.
Do you think they're trapped, don't you?
Look around. This is here for a reason. Back off for a minute.
Alright.
I might have an idea on how to test this. Joe's gonna back up and then send out his skeletal hand to pick up the gem and see if anything happens.
Alright. As it reaches out, it picks up the gem and it seems like nothing happens. If you had to guess, it's probably just a really big, like, ruby. You don't really sense any, like, arcana coming from it. It doesn't really look magical either.
Joe's just gonna shrug and bring it back to him.
Okay. You touch it with your real hand, and once again, nothing happens.
Seems fun.
Is there any damage to the hammer like there was the sword?
You see that on
Oh,
one,
sorry.
at one end of the hammer, seems almost to be melted. So at this point, I ask everyone to not move, and please join combat.
Didn't
Oh, whoops.
didn't old Gray say something about a giant worm or something?
Lovely!
Wait, don't you have advantage on initiative checks?
No.
Balazar?
Why would I?
Isn't that one of your features?
Let me look. Reckless attack, danger sense, savage attacker, mindless rage. I don't think so.
I know at some point you do. I didn't know if that was.
Let
now
me
or
look
not.
let me check the handbook. As soon as I can find the damn thing.
Isn't it under danger sense?
Hang on.
I just want to say LeMail, the Balazar signature, nat 1.
Well, I mean, he is right
So
there
far.
beside it, so it makes sense.
Let's see.
PDF. Fifth edition.
No, never mind. No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, no, now I'm worried I've been doing this wrong the whole time. Hang on.
No, it's just that you have advantage on dex, like dex saving throws against effects that you can see.
Okay.
It's level 7 that you get it. Feral instinct. You have advantage on initiative rolls.
Okay.
Next level.
I was
Alright.
thinking we were still doing one shot level 10 stuff. My bad.
It's all good. Alright. So, Balazar, the reason why you're so low on initiative is that, as you're looking at this hammer, you see something out of the corner of your eye, and the pure shock of it kind of just makes you take a few steps back, and you see on this large kind of like rib in front of all of you, with the gold and gems and large hammer around it, you all see about halfway up the bone structure that you all see a large eye open. And soon enough, the image that Old Gray had projected, you start to see it move. And you see in front of you what Old Gray called a roper.
Sarah starts cringing again.
Not again.
Did you fight one of these when you were a kid?
No, I told you I almost got eaten by one of these.
There are a lot of these over in Arcosia. That's the only reason why I know.
Can they
Never
move?
actually
Can we
seen
just
them.
run away?
They
We
can
have to
move.
fight it?
If I remember
I don't-
correctly, they move.
I don't want to fight it. Please, no.
Maybe if we all just back up really slowly, it won't,
Only got a 1.
Drogo says as the roper rolls its dice and frowns at the rest of the party.
Ambrose, it is your turn, starting off.
Are we running or are we... How do you even hurt a rock? Did I punch it?
I mean, I don't see any way. Even if we do kill it, where do we go?
Let's ask questions later. And Ambrose is going to run up to it and just try to channel all of his divine energy into the rock.
Alright. It is, RO1. Or, wait, no, sorry. RO1.
Hormone has no use on inanimate weapons.
And
It's max
Ambrose
damage,
just,
oh my
like,
God.
punches, like twisting his fist over, right, like putting all of his shoulder into it.
As the first one hits, you see the rock like cracks, and you see this like vile, almost like black liquid start to pour out of the cracks. And right above where you hit, you see the stone start to part, and you see a flesh-like tunnel open, and huge, almost like foot-long teeth kind of like appear as well from the rock. You seem to be standing right in front of its mouth.
Ambrose will use his remaining movement to back up.
Alright.
I swear if this one has reach.
Next up is Drogos.
Wow, that is surprising. Alright, Joe's just gonna back up just a little bit more, and then look through his spell list.
Got it.
Reading. I thought wizards only did that.
It's more like he just thinks. It's like, what's cool? What's cool sorcerer thing I
He
can
has
cast?
a Jimmy Neutron brain blast.
If
Think,
you look at his head,
think.
you can see all the like neurons like connecting. I don't remember what a brain blast looks like. I'm sorry, Michael.
Come on.
All right, and then
Also, what do you mean neurons connect? Never mind.
that's exactly. I don't remember. Whatever. And then Joris eventually decides, yeah, that one's gonna work. And then and a white orb is gonna appear like right in front of the roper, and then another one will appear in his hand. And then through those two orbs, a beam's gonna shoot out as Joris casts Lunar Beam.
Alright. Go for it.
I almost did cast with no exclamation point.
Alright.
Forgot how headache-inducing that sound effect was.
And sure, enough, you see it almost like go like inside of the roper, and you see kind of like this almost like impact and like bits of rock kind of fly off of it.
Alright, and I think yeah, and that ends Jarvis' turn.
All right, Humorous, it is your turn.
Alright. Well, Bug, I don't know how dangerous this thing is, but we're about to find out if whatever that dwarf I knew, Brok, whatever he did to the sword, let's see how good it is. And Hugh's just gonna, Hugh is going to charge past Bug and Balazar right up to it right here. And he is gonna grip Extirpation with 2 hands, and he's gonna like flick it out of its sheath and just bring it straight down over like the middle of it, just trying to just slash at it.
All right, go for it.
Let me. It's RO1.
Mm-hmm.
Funny
This
noise,
music's
fitting new
bopping.
feels.
Yeah. Nice.
It didn't play the sound.
Oh, what?
Hate to see it.
It's because it's two-handed, I think.
No, I have it set for both.
That's weird.
Maybe you set it up wrong.
It was working earlier. Oh well. But explain.
So, as like he brings up exportation, I can't speak.
Extirpation.
I am having a breakdown right now because of COVID. I'm
Breakdown.
slamming down the sword, and like as it like hits, you can see this like shock wave of lightning streak out into it, and this like spectral like white tip of the sword just like stab into it for the radiant as he slashes at it. And he just kind of looks up at the big like bone structure there, and he's just gonna hold up Extirpation like guarding motion, and that will end his turn. But I want to see if I just do this, will it work? Okay, so
That's weird.
that's so weird.
So it only works with the one-handed attack then, for some reason.
Might be. I just noticed that in your funny like heavy attack, it says extirpation got the T. Right?
That's probably what it was.
All right. Next up is Bug.
So Bug, sort of snapping out of his fear, is going to immediately call, "Fly, Phoenix!" and have his sword fly forward out of its sheath.
All right.
And as the sword sort of flies around it, it's going to stab, trying to stab at its back, while Hugh is stabbing at its front.
All right. That would be with advantage, because you are technically flanking.
No, it's not 180 degrees.
Oh my god, dude.
So,
Congratulations.
yeah.
As
How
the
do
sword
you,
goes... Oh.
Yeah.
So the sword, flying in, completely unaware, Bug attempts to aim for the scariest part, which he believes to be its eye. And coming through the back, all of a sudden, Hugh, as you slash at it, its eye comes forward, and you think it's sort of trying to rear up to like bite you, when in fact it's just the eye coming out of its skull, along with the tip of Bug's sword.
All right, good work, buddy.
Well, I have solved my fear. All 27 of my brothers and sisters have been avenged.
They were all. Were you the only survivor, Bug?
How do you think I got away? It got full.
And just as you say that, you hear a grumbling from behind you.
Hey boys, I think there's more.
I think every one of those spikes is a roper.
Ah! Oh God!
Well, we've been
Would be
fine
fun.
so far.
Yeah,
So-
I don't want to push our luck, Hugh.
So, it's still Bug's turn, right?
Technically, yes.
Bug is going to... I think he's gonna perform the, what is Bug gonna do here? So, sort of turning around after killing one and seeing another, Bug's not very happy. So, he is going to just sort of run this away towards the lava. And then
jump in.
no, and then he's just from there. He's sort of just in a stance because his sword. He's like, the sword will be here in a second, probably. I swear. Just trying to be ready, seeing as he's the only one that he's the first one to react. He wants to, hold the front.
Yeah. All right. Next up is your turn, Balazar.
Deciding that he doesn't want to get any closer to the thing that he now knows can melt straight through his armor, or that he's at least pretty confident can, Balasar is going to stand right where he is and is going to start throwing javelins like a madman.
All right.
Bitch.
Lucian Alba with javelins.
Seriously?
You got this.
Yeah, there's nothing else Balasar can do.
You see both of them whiz past to the left of the second roper, and as they go by, you see four tentacles, two on each side, like whip out from the back side of the roper.
Joe's
And,
gonna say to Balazar, wait 6 more seconds, bud, you got it.
And it looks like they're almost like made of like this almost granite looking like stone, but you see them like dripping with some sort of almost like gray liquid. Oh boy, hold on. Let me just weighing up my options.
You can hide your measurements.
It's fine. There's nothing
We
else
can
I would be
Doing some math
measuring
real
to.
quick.
Yeah.
We can because we can see it eyeballing us, so we see its eye darting
Yes.
from one to the other.
Yep.
It is currently doing math.
A beam comes out of it that does math on each one of us like a targeting computer.
When in doubt, take out the monk.
When in
Makes
doubt,
balancing
murder
so much easier, bro.
when in doubt, murder Bug Vungust and kill him.
Well, he is the healer.
He is the healer.
I mean, does this thing know it? I don't think it has a concept of party dynamic.
Well, it is the DM, so.
Oh yeah.
It
A
does
roper?
have a-
Wait, did I hear a roper? What?
It does have a intelligence of 7. Just saying.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're really smart.
For a
For
Yeah.
be
Or a
I can
rock.
use vicious mockery on it. Why did I thought I couldn't be able to? Oh,
And
Bug might not know that.
who do you think put gold around one of them?
look.
Oh my
Jarvis
God.
got the big ass ruby. How much is that worth?
Sorry.
Let's literally have it in my
That
sheet
one.
as big ass Ruby.
Alright. Alright.
Look at Drogo's over here, hiding behind me. Just kidding.
I'm literally not.
Bug, you see this almost like stone rope, like tentacle, just like start to extend and just like rapidly come towards you.
Not again!
And you think it's about to like hit you, but it goes around you and like wraps around your arms, and it lifts you up into the air.
Whee!
And let me do some math real quick.
Oh no, it's doing math at me.
Oh wow, that's unfortunate. It uses the real action and brings you right to it.
This dead moment.
And did it show up the effect? Yes, it did. So Bug, as it like lifts you up and starts to like reel you towards it, you see these like small, almost like hair-like tentacles start to like pierce your arm, like coming off of the like tendril, and this gray goo starts to like cover your like skin, and you all of a sudden feel extremely weak.
I think I'm being melted!
And if you try to escape, which is a strength, I guess it would be a saving throw. It'll be at disadvantage.
Alright.
And during its turn, it's also going to try to bite you.
And it's gonna lift you.
You see this giant, like stone jaw. Have you seen like a like goosefish like bite
Yeah.
something?
I have.
Its whole thing just like extends out.
Yeah,
when
it's
it
like a
chomps
goblin
down on
shark.
you. Yeah.
Oh, goblin shark.
I don't look up a goosefish, no! They gross as hell. Yucky.
You see these.
And you wonder why I hate the ocean.
Yeah.
I mean, I
You-
like goosefish, but not like from a far distance or stabbing them.
You see this. Like just bottom and top row of teeth jut towards you with these like rows of just almost like foot long sharp teeth come at you, Bug, as it tries to bite you. Oh, it's gonna play the Clockwork
But-
Dragon sound, and
Bug
you
dodges,
yeah
Somehow.
moves his head over to the left.
yeah.
Doesn't
Well,
being restrained and grappled make it have like advantage?
Does it? It might.
it does not. No, it does not. Not
Oh, okay.
with a roper. It would make sense if it did, but I think that's a balancing thing.
No, they don't need to be balanced.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
Uh-oh. That thing is dead.
Ambrose, it is your turn. You see Bug Vungus right next to the second roper, just like being like grabbed, like probably like 5 feet off the ground.
Bug, I'll save you! And Ambrose is going to run up and start just like kind of trying to like hit the tentacle.
Are you actually aiming for the tentacle that's holding Bug?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't target anything, and just what's your normal plus to hit?
Oh, look.
Actually, yeah, just
Plus 7.
Okay, just attack, but don't target anything. And are gonna, if you want to, you can make your other attacks as well. either on the roper or the tentacle holding bug.
Did it drop
You
or let go or anything?
you like punch the like tendril, but your handle just bounces off. But you do see the stone crack some, but it doesn't seem you did any actual damage to it.
Ambrose is going to hit the tendril again.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Alright. You hit it, and you see it crack again, and you see this like necrotic energy like almost get sucked in to the crack, and you see it start to glow. This what color is your necrotic
Black.
damage again? Black. You see it to like almost like black shining light somehow, just like shining out of these cracks, and all of a sudden it explodes, and the tendril is cut in half, and you hear the roper kind of like scream out in a guttural kind of pain.
I'm gonna
And,
try to catch Bug.
Okay, go ahead and make a dex check for me, or a dex save actually.
Oh wait, sorry.
Oh, sorry, yeah. You start to run like towards where Bug is like falling, and you kind of like get his leg, but he still kind of hits the ground.
I don't care. I'm gonna start dragging him on the ground away from the roper.
Okay, it's half your or double your movement for each tile. So
Oh,
What part of Bug is touching the ground? Everything but his leg, you said?
Yeah, Ambrose grabbed your like left leg.
actually, instead of dragging him, can I try and throw him by the leg, just like a baseball bat?
And make a strength check for me.
You're still like baseball bat? What do you mean?
You're still like tied up, Bug.
Yeah, in like a denticle.
You like just like swing him, and like he goes to about like, oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Hold on. Oh, I'm in the wrong tab.
Oops, I threw him in the lava.
He goes like right here, and Bug he kind of like just slams you on the ground. But the tendril does like lose all like strength, and you can easily like stand up and just like brush it off basically.
With Ambrose's remaining movement, he's going to move here.
Okay. All right.
And that is his turn.
Drokos.
Sorry.
Oh, good.
Alright, click on roll 20. Alright. Joe's gonna move down over here. And do some math. Alright. Then check
Bug,
his spell
your sword is like more than 30 feet away. Does anything happen?
45. 45 is when it'll. Is it that far away? Oh, exactly 45. So yeah, as soon. Oh, that should have taken place. I'm sorry. When it reeled, it should have. 1 second.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Because you were right next to it, so from my tile to there, it was 50 feet.
That yeah. So when it roped me in, the sword would have slid back into the sheath.
Okay.
So the sword is now back with me.
Okay.
Alright, you guys all set?
Oh. Yeah.
Rip the blade, dude.
There we go.
Very crudely reattached. Alright, they're just gonna just eye the roper, like over at the spot. Why are you moving the dialogue back?
That red isn't mine. I don't know whose controversial opinion that is.
Oh.
That's a Matt thing.
What?
Mapped in.
That is not me.
Alright. Alright, Jerry's gonna eye the roper, like over, like looking at the spot where Ambrose was. and then his scar is going to start glowing white as like two like beams of like not electricity, but like kind of electricity, like blue, like no purple electricity. Sorry, purple electricity, like sort of wraps around his hands, and then he just sends it forward at the roper, and the casting Eldritch Blast for the first time.
Oh, all right.
Is that someone's attempted drawing Among Us character?
Where's the Among Us?
It was right next to it, right there.
No.
Is it RO2 or RO1 now? RO2.
R2.
Yeah.
Alright, because I have to target it twice because of how Eldritch Blast works.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which is at 5th level, right?
Yep. Alright.
Wait, is it 5th level in general, or is it...
When you hit 5th level, it's initially 1 beam. When you hit 5th level, you get 2 beams, 3 at 11 and 4 at 17.
Now, when it says... I don't mean to start controversy, but when you
What the fuck?
Is it a
Sorry.
multi-class?
Yeah, it's
Then
it's a cantrip. It's a warlock cantrip.
Then it would go with your level in warlock.
Yeah, it only goes with your level in Warlock. It doesn't go with
Overall level.
your
You know
level
what?
overall.
Whatever. I didn't know. It's
It's
too
fine.
late. I missed
It's fine,
anyways.
yeah.
It's fine. I'm just saying.
It's all good.
But just for future reference, it only.
I'm only targeting. I'm targeting twice every time now. Who cares? After you guys, just kidding.
We love you, Kaden.
All right. Sadly, the beam misses.
Beams.
I don't mean to be a
Yay,
player.
beams.
All right. Is that all you would like to do?
That's really all I can do. Yeah.
All right. Humorous.
Maybe Humorous will appreciate Ambrose.
This is the point now. Just trying to win Ambrose's favor or Humorous's favor again.
Just thinking where I want to go.
I'm protecting the only thing he cares about.
I'm gonna run right here, right beside the Phoenix Sword.
Alright.
And he was just gonna yell out to Bug, "Are you alright?"
I'm feeling a little better.
Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of here. And he was gonna like quickly, like in one like smooth motion, pull extirpation up and slam it down into his sheath and grab a hold of Sahanin's moonbow. And as he pulls it up, he's gonna like slot 2 arrows and fire it towards the roper.
All right. Go for it.
This is RO2. Yes.
Okay.
What is going on?
Roper 2 is cursed.
Oh, that's right! Because I had to delete
Oh,
you and put him back.
no.
It's okay, my character sheet has the correct number of arrows. It's fine. Don't
Oh,
worry about
okay.
it.
Yeah. It's all good. All right. I believe that's all you can do, right? Is you fired 2 arrows?
I mean, if I wanted to action surge, but I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I can never remember what, like. Yeah. Bug, you're not restrained anymore. But it just says that.
Also,
Yeah,
it didn't give me the status, so I'm gonna go ahead and.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Whatever.
should I remove restrain? Does that affect rolls? I forget.
No, it does not. Not while you are not.
He's restrained mentally.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Why did you add that, Michael? I was grabbing chips. I come back and I'm sorry.
I don't think you can get diseases.
So, kind of getting up and dusting himself off from the gooey tentacles, Bug just sort of looks at this thing and goes,
Man, you're not very stalagmighty.
and with that, vicious mockery, by accident, Bug uses.
And how high does their intelligence have to be to use that?
Good question.
Because I mean, I think like Grog from Critical Role had 7, so
Yeah, let me
I don't
check.
know.
They. No, it doesn't need to understand me. It just needs to hear me. Vicious Mockery doesn't. As long as
Wait,
they just
really?
Yeah. So basically, you
Oh.
can say it in any language as long as they can hear you. They know you're mad at them. Oh, it failed a will save.
Oh no.
What is the Roper feeling?
It doesn't feel any different.
It feels racist.
Yeah.
And
It's just kind of hungry, but now it's really hungry.
I'm very hungry. I'm sorry.
Bug, now very angry with it, is going to kind of sidle next to Ambrose, and he's gonna go for an attack.
All right.
Do you actually know what that's from?
I'm very hungry.
Oh my god.
Give me the baked potato.
I've never heard the full thing. It's just from a Destiny video that I showed Zach and Brian. There's
Also,
just one.
wow, Brian.
What is wrong with this Roper?
So Bug goes to swing at, and I guess it's learned the art of dodging from him. It's learning.
I don't know how you miss a Roper, but you know. No, well, actually, that's not how a Roper works. It's just
dodged
it
out
just-
of the way.
no, it just bounces off.
Man.
Pretty much every attack actually like hits it, because it's just a large piece of stone, but not everything it actually pierces in.
Mm-hmm. And with that, it ends. I believe it ends his turn. Him just sort of
Alright.
look like, oh,
Yeah, your sword just kind of dinks off of it with a sad tune. Balzar, it's your turn.
Okay, Balsar is going to begin throwing even more javelins.
Well, it's large, so you could get like the top of its head. Yeah. Never mind. Oh, look at the top of his head.
Oh.
Oh.
look at this dude! Look at the top of his head! Whoa!
Wait till you see it.
Oh!
Every attack I have made so far has missed. What the hell is going on?
The session was going like so good nicely until we get to this, and now everyone's having like freaking out.
Is that all you would like to do? Would you like to move?
I guess Balsar will move about, like, right up to about where Hugh is, because he doesn't know what else to do. Like,
Balzar's having a midlife crisis. Every javelin he's thrown has like hit, but it just bounces off. It's very sad.
I don't...
Look at the.
Rat.
No, the first one.
Mhm.
Oh!
All right.
Oh!
Next up is the big man himself. Oh, he's disadvantaged.
Yeah, Mrs. Mockery makes him really sad.
Sad
Here.
rock.
It
You're
doesn't
not here.
make sense. Roper. It doesn't make sense. I will.
Bug has made a rock sad.
I'll have you know, I hate Vicious Mockery. Okay, I have a custom monster later that's
Yeah.
literally immune to it. Not immune to psychic damage, but immune to literally just that spell.
This can't be sad. Okay, I'll remember that. I'll use it, and it'll feed back at me like the Taliban anti-mages. That's such a funny post. Can we talk about that later? Remind me to
So
if you guys will look in D&D images, I have found a gift for any time I throw a javelin ever.
oh,
That's a negative, sir.
It-
Isn't
it's
that when
muscle.
he's like saying no to the call sign Oscar Foxtrot?
Yes. He is. I'm so happy you know the guy I'm talking about.
Okay, so, another tendril comes out and tries to grab you, Bug.
Not again!
Oh, wait. Hold on. I didn't do that with disadvantage. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Let's ignore that.
Now hold on a minute there, buddy. This thing has to be real sad when it grabs me.
Yeah.
It can't be regular rope.
Oh, my.
Humongous!
There it is.
It goes right, past you, and it actually hits Fire Phoenix and just shatters. And you hear it cry out in pain.
No, it just cries.
Ambrose, a tendril comes after you as well from the other side.
I'm ready for it. This one does not have disadvantage, right?
It does. Every attack.
I thought it was just the first one.
Just the first
It
attack.
says
Oh,
target has
next
disadvantage
attack
on
roll.
the next attack roll.
Oh,
Next, yeah.
Hogger.
I'm not gonna be toxic about it.
Oh yeah, the roper is pogging, if you look at him.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Oh my god.
And it wraps around you and hoists you into the air, and you feel like tiny pricks where it's like around you, and this gray gook starts to drip off of you, Ambrose, and you
No,
feel
don't pick me up, not again. I just had this happen.
you feel incredibly weak. And as this is happening, another tendril goes past you, Ambrose, and you see it coming towards you, Humorous.
Help me, Bug.
How many tendrils does this thing have?
Oh! There's two on each side, but for each one that has broken, you see it kind of push the remaining tendril out, and another one comes out.
Oh my god.
And it grabs you, Humorous. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay.
No, all of my friends!
How do I feel?
That's
You're
a
just
really...
weak. You're just
that's-
weak.
Yeah, you just kind of feel weak. I'm not sure why, but you do.
Oh no, the DM doesn't know. Uh-oh.
Oh no, it's leaking lead-based paint! No, your bones!
Gallium poison.
And as soon as it picks you up off the ground, Hugh, another tentacle goes past you and is gonna go for you, Balazar.
Come the fuck on. This is ridiculous.
I
All
love
these-
how it's attacked everyone except for the two squishies.
What do you mean?
Well, no, it missed Bug and I haven't been
Yeah.
touched by it.
You're the farthest one away. Ooh, and you expertly kind of dodge it, and it goes past you and starts to reel back in. Speaking of reeling, Humorous, you feel a tug, and you start to get very close, and it's gonna go for a bite on you.
Nice segue, dude.
That's
Nice
right.
segue.
Yeah.
Bring me closer.
What?
Alright,
Hit them
bro.
with my swords!
And these giant teeth lunge out at you. Dude.
Awkward dragon.
That
How?
was it.
Yo, I got top of his head!
Where does it go
And,
to bite for?
It goes to bite your head off.
He was just gonna dislocate his spine where his neck is and just bend his head all the way down so that his forehead just clacks against his ribs and then just goes right back up into place.
Oh, what's been
And that finally ends its turn.
That was like
I like how you while restraining him while just like pointing and go, look at the top of his head, and he's crying.
Ambrose, you cannot do anything but try to escape.
I can still like try to punch it, right?
According to the rules, he can. He'll just have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Good thing I can attack 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that's like 1.5 attacks.
And don't target anything.
That's not how.
No, I'm not attacking the tentacle. I'm punching it like in the eye.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even.
He's like worming his arms up through.
Mm-hmm.
And I have disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Ambrose,
hurts.
Ambrose attacks again.
Oh, that
Oh,
also would have been
That's
sick.
also a 19.
And then Ambrose channels his ki into his hands,
Mm-hmm.
and he uses stunning strike, but he misses.
2 4s, bro.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of like, oh wait, I have a.
Even that was a nat one.
What is going on?
this thing has power over him.
It's all
Drogo.
because
No.
we made him sad.
Everyone but you is wrapped in a tentacle and being
No,
posted
it
off the
missed
ground.
Bug, remember?
Oh yeah, Bug. Sorry.
And Balazar.
Yes, sorry.
So everyone except for half of us.
Yeah.
I forgot what roll 20 was. All right. Oh, why are you in the way, Hugh?
It's not my fault.
Cut out every other word. I know what you said. Let's see. Can I just like, if Turgos moves here, can he attack the Roper like feasibly without like hitting Hugh?
I'd say because its size is large. Yes, 'cause it's
I get it,
quite
it's-
tall.
I can hit. I'm not going to hit the top of the head joke. It's stupid. It's past that bit now. There's just he's not. Shut up. Alright. There's just he's kind of sick of just like using his light stuff. He's just gonna go with the lightning stuff and cast lightning bolt. I'm not even gonna go in detail anymore. I don't care enough.
What is that, Joe? That a guy?
It's a roper.
Oh.
I think it's like 8 icon states.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Alright. Oh, that was so many 6s. Oh my god.
That's insane.
But
Too
it
bad
had
it
resistance.
succeeded.
Yeah.
No, it succeeded.
Oh, it just
The
succeeded.
dex
Oh
save.
my god.
Mm-hmm.
It barely
Help me,
succeeded.
Drogos!
It's shocking.
That was 5 6s.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You see a large kind of like burnt mark on the top of his head. All right. Next up is Humorous, who is
Wait, what is that
restrained
second?
and has COVID.
This
So
roper gave you COVID?
He added that in. That's why I came back. I was like, "Why'd you do that?" I'm like, "Oh,
okay, so semantic here. So
Mhm.
if I attack at the tentacle with 1 attack, do I have to attack it with the second?
No, you do
Okay,
not.
I'm gonna attempt to attack the tentacle that's holding me.
All right, you beat it.
At
Disadvantage,
disadvantage.
yeah.
But what
Just like-
if I fighting spirit beforehand as a bonus action?
Does that make it with advantage?
Would it cancel? Would it just become
It
neutral?
would be Normal attack, yeah.
Okay, then I don't have my counter set up, so I will just remember that I have used one use of my fighting spirit.
Okay.
You had osteoporosis to you.
Osteoporosis.
I have osteoporosis.
That's just to remember use fighting spirit. Fiat.
Thank you.
Fiat.
Oh my god!
Backstab.
And the sound.
Hoorah,
So-
motherfucker.
So
Who fucking rah?
Too bad you didn't target the roper.
Well, yeah, it was the
no, but,
tentacle.
like Hugh,
Oh.
like as he's restrained after saying, "That's right, pull me closer," Hugh is gonna reach and grab extirpation from its sheath and just slice up and like cut the tendril, like straight up, and he's just gonna do
Mhm.
like as he's like falling, he's gonna do like a not backflip, but like a backward somersault onto his
Yeah.
feet in front of it, and he's just gonna use action surge and go ham on it with the rest of his attacks. These would
Go
have
for it.
advantage now because
Yep.
I'm not restrained. Yes. Okay. And these will be two-handed as
That's
well.
Did
the
you get
action
unrestrained?
surge thing.
Well, actually, I'll do it one-handed. It's more thematic that way.
Didn't you get? Don't you have to disadvantage on restrained attacks?
No,
No,
he just got
I
out.
just
He-
cut myself out.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to have disadvantage on that.
No, he did fighting spirit. That's why I did
Yeah.
fiat.
Spirit, so it
Fiat.
cancels out the
Oh,
Which
I'm
gave him
slow.
Advantage, which made it a normal attack.
And then Aki Tuyak is action surge.
RO2, RO2,
No surge.
and RO2. Okay, so let me make sure I get that right. Yeah.
Ooh.
No sound.
That's
Did
weird.
you remember to add sound to these custom attacks?
Yes.
Extirpation
Oh,
surge?
is it because you're doing like the descriptions?
It
No.
might be.
I've
Oh,
tested that.
are you sure?
I think it's
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm using the target command multiple times.
Oh.
The attack does
I'll
have
just do that.
Yeah.
But that one doesn't have your radiant damage.
Yeah, he didn't add it.
I didn't add it. I just did straight up
Oh.
just attack that.
All right.
But yeah, there's that.
Awesome. Next up. Bug, who is not restrained. Don't look at that.
Got it.
I'm
Gaze
looking at it.
upon it.
No.
Alright, so
Top of his head.
Bug Bug is like, let go of my friends! And he's gonna have the sword fly forward once again and
Alright.
go behind the roper for the old roper dope.
I get it.
But before sort of trying to stab in the same place, he's gonna look at him and go, look at the top of his head! Oh, what a loser! Look at him! Oh! And that's vicious mockery once again.
Oh my god.
Oh, oh my god! It's immune to my jokes!
It's not even a joke, it's just mocking.
Does it just look at me?
It's just staring at, like, humorous.
Oh no.
It's big upsetting.
Probably because I just went full blown ninja on him.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
This thing is almost immune to damage.
Yeah,
Doesn't appear to like me very much.
it doesn't really matter that you, know this, but, Ropers have an AC of 20, so. There you go.
Good gravel, bro.
Yeah. Alright.
Time to metagame.
Balzar.
Careful, Balzar has an AC of 20. The DM just said it.
Yeah. It's 20.
Caden, could you please post the funny barbarian gif?
One moment.
Hold on. You,
Oh, it's
We know it. We love it.
It's
time.
It's so far down for me.
It's now the only GIF because of my new computer. I'll post it again there.
I
Okay.
posted like 3 times now.
Rage.
That's the wrong one.
That's not.
19-cent Fortnite card.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
They put the roper in the soda.
They put the rope. What is happening?
Please don't say that.
They put the roper in the underdirt.
In the soda.
They put the roper in the cave.
Okay. Furious beyond belief now, Balasar charges in around Bug. So he can
Alright.
clear swing in. And is going to lose his fucking mind. There we go! Now I'm doing things! Hang on, because I figured out that it seems like if I just copy and paste it, it like fucks with it somehow. Oh, I also need to roll 1d4 for that too.
Oh,
Why is
fire.
Benny Hill playing?
1. So that's 1 fire damage.
Copyright. I'm
Yeah,
scared.
I
Copyright.
yeah, I straight up
Yeah.
muted it the second I saw
I
it.
thought my Benny Hill was
It's
playing.
it's back to the old music, which is from a game, so it's fine. And
I'm
good.
sorry this is taking so long.
Balazar right now.
Fine.
That octane GIF.
Okay.
D4.
1d4.
Pretty sure Yakety Sax is
2.
public comment.
And no, we'll end it there. I'm not gonna make. It's not a frenzied rage.
All right.
Yeah, I had 3 damage by my zone.
Oh, okay. I was
That's what D4 is.
I was not paying attention
Due
whatsoever.
to the funny fire.
Yeah.
It's so cursed just looking at the pin messages for combat. It just says humorous, 5 tip HP, AC 17, COVID-19,
COVID-19.
restrained, grappled, osteoporosis.
Are you doing
so
the Max
3
voice?
damage?
3, yeah.
3 damage of fire?
Yeah, 3 fire damage.
I'm so
Lameo is
sad
immune
the
to fire
soup is
damage.
dead.
Alright.
Alright.
Balasar needs
alright.
to
It's
teach
its turn
Bug
again.
to rage by lighting mannequins on fire. Bug
Uh,
multi-classing into barbarian.
all of the sudden, Bug, it turns
Uh-oh.
as it almost like acknowledges what look at the top of his head means.
Uh-oh.
And he's very
He
mad.
understands.
Uh-oh.
And he's gonna lunge out for a bite.
Oh! Doesn't he have disadvantage because he's grappling a bunch of people?
No.
No.
Oh,
Roper.
Roper
He's a
moment.
roper.
What is going on?
Bugs jumps out of the way!
Sad.
This is literally just Josuke's theme with all the what's going on, what's
As-
going on.
As he gets closer, Bug sees the top of his head even more and goes, ah!
The whole top part of it starts to shake back and forth. It's really mad. And let's see, who's actually grappled? It is
Only
just-
Ambrose.
Only Ambrose, okay. Alright. That is actually all it can do. So,
You can't even do its tentacle. Oh no.
you've destroyed all of them, or they're in use. And it can't. Yeah, that's literally all it can do. You have crippled this roper.
Ambrose is going to channel the energy through his head and headbutt the roper.
I just realized we're all doing like the like check on the couch thing with like the 5 like guys around, but it's a roper.
Please, no.
Jeez.
And
Are you just banging your head against?
yeah, Ambrose just keeps trying
I have
to
the
like
perfect gift for this.
crack the roper. Die.
That would have been
And finally, after ramming your head into it over and over, you finally hear the stone crack, and you see the necrotic energy like seep into the like cracks. The roper is like shaking all around now, like super mad, and your head hurts a lot.
Disadvantage on all attacks.
Drogo.
He has a concussion. Alright,
Oh, marvelous! A concussion!
Alright, Jorgo's, he's just gonna, like, raise his hand over to the top of his head, bro. To, like, where his, lightning, like, burn is. And then send, celestial energy over, casting Guiding Bolt.
Alright.
He did... Oh, dude, 69 degrees cloudy. Thanks, Windows. How?
You see this giant beam of radiant energy just ricochet off and hit the like wall, like over here, and just a bunch of stone goes flying everywhere.
As his bonus action, Jerry's just gonna stomp the ground angrily.
Alright.
He's gonna baby rage.
Humorous.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Do I seriously have osteoporosis, like disadvantage?
No.
Okay.
That's a joke.
So Hugh is like already done with this because it's hurt Bug multiple times, and you know, Hugh's just gonna kind of like compose himself after getting like just broken out of the tendril, and he's gonna like grip extirpation and look up at the roper, and he's gonna go, "What was it that you guys were saying? Look at the top of his head. It's kind of pointy."
Look at the top of his head!
You see the lightning scar hit
Cone
that?
head. And he's just gonna kind of like stab, like impale stab.
And Hugh casts Vicious Mockery.
What is that
What
sound?
is that?
It's Conehead. What do you mean?
I knew it was that, but like, what the fuck?
He's eating Eggo waffles. Not sponsored.
Thank you.
And
Finally.
and the first one was the map one. And he was just gonna stab it directly, like under
In the
like
top
its
of its
mouth.
head, bro.
No, he's gonna stab it under where its rows of teeth are, and just gonna shove it like as far in as he can. And you just see the like radiant, like spectral sword, like constantly stabbing it as lightning arcs through it. He's just gonna rip it out, top of his head.
And the roper kind of like leans like backwards and is not moving. And Ambrose, you were still grappled, right?
Yes.
The tentacle kind of just like slams to the ground, and you are free, and you feel your strength returning to you.
Ambrose just like rolls his shoulders and then sprints over to this bone structure and starts punching it.
All right, you start to just like punch it over and over and over, and you see a piece of the bone just kind of crumble off with nothing underneath.
Ambrose kind of in this like fury just
A
runs
rage,
over
you
to
would
this
say.
one and he starts
Mm-hmm.
wailing on this one.
Once again, it does not seem to be alive.
Ambrose just keeps punching until it crumbles and his hands are like bloody
Okay.
and are like breaking. And
Yeah.
then he runs over to this one and starts punching this one.
Ambrose, you might want to stop. I don't think those are real.
Should we stop him?
Can we?
Does
seems to
anything
be doing
happen
pretty
when he
good.
punches this one?
No.
I could try and get his attention.
Ambrose runs over here and starts punching this one.
Alright. Once again, nothing happens.
I'm trying to find Star Platinum punching High Priestess teeth.
Ambrose comes over here and tries to open the chest.
It is locked.
Ambrose punches the lock.
Ambrose, where'd you go?
His hands are like broken, but he's just so angry. He keeps
taking
punching.
damage.
You kind of like, go ahead and roll a strength check for me.
Meanwhile, he was making sure Bug's alright.
Your
I'm
He's just
hanging
going
out.
up to Ambrose.
your fist like bounces off at the top of it.
Ambrose kind of just starts breathing hard and
As-
stops and slows down.
Your like knuckles are like bleeding some, and as soon as the blood like leaves your like body, it turns from red to like jet black, like oil.
Adora turns a corner and sees Ambrose panting heavily. He's going to cast a message on him, just like, "Yo, Amby, you good, bud?"
Ambrose turns around and he's like, "What?" out loud.
What's up? You all right, bud? I'm just mad there.
I'm fine. And then Ambrose puts his fingers in his mouth and does the whistle
Yeah.
and he calls over Chester.
Oh yeah, Chester's been here.
Yeah.
And he's
He's
like,
been
"Chester, eat that chest."
Oh no.
Is it?
Little Billy-
Is that considered a vor?
Stop.
Why?
See,
Why
stop.
do you say
Is
that?
that cannibalism?
Trying to say
Stop.
real quick, Jorgos makes a mental note of the black blood coming out of
Mhm.
Ambrose. He's just going to note that and not say anything.
Chester runs over and begins to chomp on it, but it's way too big to fit in his mouth, and he kind of spits it out.
Well,
There's
pick it
Chester,
up with
by
your
the way.
teeth.
He chomps on the top of it and hoists it up, and he's now holding it in his mouth. It's a pretty large chest.
I tell him to bring it this way,
All right.
and I bring it to the rest of the party.
It's actually part of the map, so I can't move it. but
Yeah, it's fine.
it's with you.
Chester,
just,
plop it down.
There we go. And he kind of throws it on the ground.
Guys, look what I found.
Whoa!
My hands are pretty hurt. I can't open it.
I wonder why.
Would you like me to?
I thought humorous was the from the stories I've heard of Fingersmith.
Fingersmith.
It has been a while since you've tried to lockpick with your bones, Hugh.
You've got some sticky fingers.
Sticky.
I can try and lockpick it, but I haven't done that type of stuff
One
in a long
might
time.
call you as
Well, considering we don't have Mo anymore.
Fine, I'll try it.
I could
Thank
just
you,
use
Hugh.
sheer sound to make it collapse, but they'll probably break whatever inside.
I mean, I think
pull it apart.
Chester's done some damage.
He was gonna stick his finger in the lock and kind of wiggle it around.
Go ahead. Yeah. you hear some slight like clicking, and you hear something like pop, and like this large lock kind of falls off, but underneath you see a very small like padlock on it.
No.
Okay.
Locking the lock, huh?
Let me. I don't think your finger's gonna fit in that one, Hugh. Want me to just kind of?
I already did what, was asked of me, so yeah, you do it.
Okay, Balasar is going to attempt to simply pull the lock off.
You make a strength check.
Just rip it right off.
Rip it real good.
Oh my god.
Oh, but clearly that's because it's technically a door.
A form of
It is a
door.
tiny door.
Advantage.
the lock does not break, but the kind of metal ring that goes all the way around the chest snaps, and the entire like metal like almost belt around the chest like just like follows Balzar's hand, and
Is the
seems
chest openable?
it looks to be, yes.
Hey, you guys
Yeah.
wanted it open. I got it open.
We're not judging that. Oh.
Though I will be
Jurgen's
honest,
gonna
that wasn't
open the
what I wanted
chest.
to do.
All right. Inside, you see a like rolled up and like sealed like piece of paper.
Balasar
one
will take
side?
a piece of paper.
All right. And on the other side looks to be
Another lock.
No. It is looks to be some sort of wand with a kind of pulsating glowing bright pink like bulbous tip.
Jurgen's gonna grab the wand and just start inspecting it.
But
All right.
Balasar is going to unfold the paper.
All right.
As Jurgen grabs one wand, by the way, he just side eyes Bowser like, dude, I wanted that, but whatever.
Balzar, you see a lot of runes that you do not understand, and a bunch of like circles within circles that have more strange runes and numbers on it. And it looks like there was almost like some sort of like printed like background on this piece of paper that like they're like outlines for like where things should have been like written, and there are various like lines and like symbols that you do not understand at all.
Brogos.
One moment, there's a wand here. I want to check this out first.
No, magic now.
Jurgen's just gonna ignore Bowser and do an Arcana check on the
Balasar
wand.
walks up and literally puts the piece of paper in front of his face.
No, use the wand on me.
Just,
Do not
I almost
use
said
the
cast Arcana. One moment.
Do not use the wand on anyone. Read the paper.
Cast it on me.
I got 24 in Arcana.
So looking at it, you've definitely never seen a wand like it. But you do see that there is a symbol on the side that has the like arcane symbol of transfiguration on it.
Ooh. Jurgen is just gonna put that wand into one of his pockets, and then Tim just turned Bowser. What do you want now? What do you want,
Read
kid?
paper.
Jurgen's just gonna take the paper, like not angrily, just like annoyed, just is annoyed, and is gonna cast comprehend languages for the third time. I think I'm out of level 1 spell slots because I've cast it so many times.
So you see that these are like arcane runes, and it was probably written quite a long time ago. But you see that this is a straightforward one-time use like scroll, and you see towards the top it says spell of chain lightning.
Drew's eyes just gonna light up. Literally, like his purple eyes gonna like glow even brighter, and he's just gonna roll it up and just keep a hand on it.
So that is a scroll of chain lightning. You can use
What
that spell
did it
once
say?
now.
Drogus, what does it do?
What does it say?
What-
Did it say anything
what-
cool?
That is
Was it
a.
Was it male? Was it for me? Was it fan mail?
Drew's just gonna have like a massive grin on his face and be like, lightning's gonna be way cooler with this. And he's just gonna keep it at that, and then
Hey, what's that
just
mean?
gonna tuck it away.
I want it. What's it mean? I want it. Give it to me. What is it? Let me read it.
Drew's just gonna walk away.
Bug is gonna cast Bestow Curse on him.
Roll.
Well,
Damn it.
2050? What?
If you actually
1d50.
if you actually want to do it.
And I'm not wasting Bestow Curse.
Oh, okay.
I have other plans for Bestow Curse.
he's gonna curse one of us.
Oh no.
Remember when Bug played an evil note?
No! Bug's not evil now, is he?
Someone down here is getting cursed.
All right.
We should have never given him the Wabbajack.
Looking around the room now, you see that there are these classic dug holes with stone spikes at the bottom, with a kind of crude probably 10-foot tall fence up here. But you see on the ceiling past it is some more pink moss on the roof of the cavern.
You guys want to stop here, take a breather? We just fought some big old guys with big old
We need to
ropes.
stop for a bit.
All right.
I think all of Amber's bones in his hands are shattered, so.
I think it's Pogo's minted.
All right. So you all start to find nice places in this room, and you walk around and really make sure that there's no more dangers in this room. And as far as you can tell, this room seems pretty safe.
Bug will nestle in a roper's corpse.
Inside?
Inside of it, like a tauntaun.
As you start to look down the throat, you see a bubbling pit of acid in its stomach.
No, never mind. Bug doesn't do that.
I don't know what you were
with the other
expecting.
That's upsetting. Bug is sad now.
Oh, before Joris forgets, he's gonna go over to the corpse of the other roper and grab the big green gem.
Okay. And there's also a bunch of gold just around, and a great hammer.
He's gonna just grab the gold too.
Alistar will also start grabbing some gold.
Okay. In total, there's probably about 70 gold all around.
I guess
where this
35, 35, Drogos?
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
All right. This room is actually quite nice because the lava kind of evaporates a lot of the moisture in the room, and it provides a nice, more natural fire glow to the room. And you all begin to rest. And that is where we will end this session.
Okay, good. I have to go do dishes now. Goodbye.
Okay.
I will be back.
Have fun in this dimension.
I will also be right back.
Hey, Michael,
Yes?
I found something.
Oh no, what did you find?
I'm gonna send this picture to Zach. I think it'd be perfect for him.
I can't believe I tricked Amber into thinking Otto said.
I'm gonna show that as the last thing in the recording, Brian.
Are you?
Yeah. That's
Nice.
there.
That's good. I'm glad.